Hello and welcome back to This Is Your Life. I am Queen Vanshay Tarot, and today I will be doing a reading regarding the Puffy Combs trial. Okay, it is approximately 7:05 a.m. Okay, and it is May 23rd. It is a Friday. Okay, now let's be clear. I have not watched the trial, but thanks to YouTube, all on my doggone news feed or whatever, all I'm seeing is videos, short images, whatever, of the case. And like I said, I've done a reading already on Puffy, R. Kelly, and Jay-Z several months ago, but as a matter of fact, I wasn't even supposed to be doing this reading today. I was supposed to be doing the summer predictions, finish those off. But, as I was taking my shower and meditating, it just came to me. I just didn't feel quite right. Okay. I don't know what the cards are going to say. You know, I don't know all the facts. I mean, do any of us really at this point in time? But I have some cards out here, and we're going to see what the cards have to say. What I will say is, in my heart, I don't feel right. I just don't feel right. And when they talk about in your gut, a gut feeling. So let's just see. Let's just see. All right. Like I said, don't come for me about A, B, and C because I don't have all the facts and neither do you. So let's get started. I would like to use the tarot cards to start off this reading. And I just want to see how Puffy is currently feeling right now. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. All right. He is a Scorpio. All right. And yeah, that's about all I know so far. He's a Scorpio in his birthday. All right. Because I had to just look that up about 10 minutes ago. All right. And then we have the Six of Swords. Okay. So we have the Ten of Cups, which talks about joy, harmony, fulfillment, happy family life. And then we have transitioning, moving on, progress, personal growth. Now, if I was sitting locked up with everything that's going against me right now, I don't know if I would feel like the Ten of Cups. But what I'm feeling like is more than likely he's maybe feeling like, he wants his family to be happy and get past this. Okay? Get past this. This is kind of how I'm reading the cards, but let's just see. Universe, when it comes to the current energy of Puffy, P. Daddy, Sean Combs, what is his current energy? How is he feeling? How is he feeling? One more shuffle. Temperance. Number 14, Temperance. And it talks about balance and harmony and healing. Okay, so kind of sort of like I just said, just wanting things to be done and over with, but he knows it's going to take a little time. That's how I'm looking at this. All right. Harmony is ultimately what it is that he wants. And then we have the King of Pentacles, wealth, leadership, stability, security, generosity. Be the leader to protect financially and emotionally. Okay, interesting. Now, these two cards want to come out. I'm going to take them. Yeah, that's how I was supposed to do it. The reason why I know that is because we have the Six of Swords again, right? And it talks about what we just said. What situation or relationship in my life requires me to let go of the past and move forward? So that's kind of what we had. We had the Ten of Cups, and now we have this coming out again. All right. So what we can see here is the Two of Swords, and once again, it's crazy because it's in the middle, and it talks about balance again. So we done had balance with the Temperance card. We're having balance here, you know, and I feel like that's just what he's trying to do, find balance. And it talks about choices, difficult decisions, compromise, inner conflict. Okay, we can all believe that. It says, what choices do I need to make that requires me to find balance between my emotions and my logic? Okay, so he's trying to, right now, the energy is he's trying to figure it out, what I should do, how I'm going to do it, you know, things of that nature. We have the, kind of showing y'all the cards because somebody told me they couldn't see them. So I'm trying to put them up so you can see them. And then we have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands talks about what are the results of your hard work. Okay. And it talks about your plans are coming to fruition. Your efforts are paying off as your success is on the horizon. It talks about progress, expansion, growth, foresight. Now, it's a little interesting because with everything that's going on, I asked for the current energy. So with everything that's going on, it kind of seems like, should I focus on my business or lack thereof with expansion and growth and partnership and foresight? Or should I focus on what's over here? See, we got these Two of Swords. Now, I don't know what this is that he's trying to make a choice between, you know, emotions and logic. Logic, emotions. Logic would be to, you know, stay as if you're in the mind frame of you still being where you once was at one point in time, handling the business, whatever that may be. Look at that. Financial, we have the Four of Pentacles. It says, don't hold on too tightly, but remember, saving are more important too. What fears are holding me back from my financial security? Financial stability, security, control, and possession. So it's pretty much like I said. Should I be focusing on the emotional part of what's going on with me right now, meaning the court, meaning my family, meaning the victims, meaning the people that I thought was my friends or associates, you know, coming towards me and testifying against me, things of that nature. And it looks more so like he's choosing to focus out, you know, and stick to the money. Stick to focusing on the money. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like what, when it comes to the choices that he has to make, this is where he'd rather be, in a whole nother world, not where he's at right now. Okay? That's how I'm reading this. So that's that. That's that. That's that. And then, once again, we have this. And then look, once I pulled this card, we got this card. Hell. And we got this card. I pulled one more just for kicks. Now I'm gonna pull this one too. And ooh, yep. I was supposed to keep pulling like this because we get back to this. And then lo and behold, look, Scorpio. He's a Scorpio. endings. He just wanted to be over with. The next card after that, if you want to know, is the Four Cups, followed by the Hermit, just in case you wanted to know. Followed by this card. Okay, I'm going to put them back. So, shit. Which one was it? The Four Cups. Then this one. Yeah, Death card. So, when it comes to how he's feeling, his current energy, that's what I got, you guys, okay? Now, let's keep it moving. I wanted to use the Angel Answer cards. I haven't used these, man, I don't know, since last year maybe. I used to use them a lot, but let's just see. I wanted to know what this trial is really all about. Is it about justice or is it about revenge? This is what I want to know. Is this trial about justice or is it about revenge? So universe, when it comes to Puffy, P. Daddy, Sean Combs, what is this trial really about? Is this trial about justice or is it about revenge? At the bottom of the deck, we got in the near future, followed by trust. Universe, is this trial that's currently going on with Puff Daddy, is it about justice or is it about revenge? There we go, y'all. Now, this is interesting. I said, is it about justice or is it about revenge? Look, look what I got at the bottom of that. Unlikely. So unlikely. So unlikely, it could be unlikely about justice or it could be unlikely about revenge. So that's crazy. That's crazy for that to be at the bottom of the deck. Did I cut? Damn, I can't remember. I don't remember, did I cut? I think I did. All right. Is it about justice? Is this trial about justice? I got compromise, choose a new direction. Yes. Ask for help. Ask for help from your friends is at the bottom of the deck. I said, is it about justice? It says compromise, choose a new direction. Yes. Is it about revenge? Is this trial about revenge? Trust and reconsider. And we have no. All right. So, compromise, choose a new direction. Yes, trust and reconsider. All right. That's what we have. We have the justice scales right here. So with compromise, it's like seeing both sides, okay, to a situation, balancing it out, which is what he talked about a lot, okay, in the cards earlier. Choose a new direction. Yes. Trust. Reconsider. No. Okay. Okay, I want to use the kipper right here. Okay. So we have no, next cards. Okay. Are the victims really victims or pawns like in a game of chess? Are the victims really victims or pawns like in a game of chess? Child. Ooh. Despair. Mature male. Are the victims really victims or pawns like in a game of chess? 3 cards, please. Shit. Official person. 3 cards, please. I need you to pop out. So let's look at it. I said, are the victims really victims or are they like pawns, like in a game of chess? We got wealthy male. Now, we know who we're talking about, right? And we know he's wealthy, obviously. But the interesting thing, possibly, is this. We have bad health, all right? Now, you know, bad health could mean several things, but I have to see what these 2 cards say. That's face down. So let's start from this end. Occupation. Okay, so we know he's a wealthy man due to his occupation, right? And I'm asking, are the victims truly victims or are they a pawn in a game like chess? Let's see what the middle has to say. Concerned male. So it's interesting that I talked about, are the victims really victims? And we got wealthy man, concerned, in occupation, and bad health. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. With concerned male being here, I could say yes. Yes, the victims are truly victims with concerned male being here. Let me, damn. Okay, let me use these cards here because these are the ones that I shuffled for him. When I asked, are the victims truly victims? Are they pawns in a game like chess? Why is concerned male here? On my shuffle. Why is concerned male here? Still the 8 of Swords. His money. Damn. So look. He's concerned about his money. And then we have new beginnings, confidence, power, growth, courage. I'm going to put this to the side. Clarity. My next question, why is bad health here? Why is bad health here? This is my justice card, my balancing card. Why is bad health here? Leadership, authority, logic, and fairness. Ain't that something? Be wise and just leader with the ability to make fair and important decisions for all the good. What leadership qualities do I possess, and how can I use them to guide others? Leadership, authority, logic, objectiveness, and fairness. Bad health. That's why bad health is here. That's crazy. Is it because he wasn't a leader? Is that why bad health is here? Because he wasn't a leader in his actions? Okay. Let's see what's after bad health. Adjudication, followed by poverty, followed by courtship, followed by gift, followed by imprisonment, followed by sudden wealth, followed by privileged lady. Whew. All right. Followed by the Nine of Swords. Hella interesting. Hella interesting, I will say. I mean, you're welcome to leave a comment and interpret the cards. You know, like I said, I am new. I don't know everything that is to know, but does anybody? But yeah, I have no problem with anyone interpreting the cards and saying what they see or how they feel, especially with the angel answers, especially with those. But so far, it's looking real ugly, P. Diddy. It's looking real ugly. It's looking real ugly, P. Diddy. I'll tell you that much. Like I said, I have not watched any of it. I just see the videos and the titles of them. And that's enough for me. Shit, I don't want to see no more. And I see a lot of the celebrities. Like I saw Will. And I saw Kid Cudi, I think. Was that Kid Cudi or Kid Capri? I'm sorry. I think it's... I don't freaking know. I saw something. Okay. I'm going to take this one. Look. Once I remove that card, we have this one. Followed by this one. Followed by the world. Wow. It just keeps on going, doesn't it? It's like the fucking Energizer Bunny. Look, followed by the Seven of Wands. I'm just leaving it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I know I'm supposed to leave it right there because we go back to the Nine of Pentacles. All right. God damn. All right. Let's see what else I got here. Within the next 30 days, what is it that Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs needs to know when it comes to this trial? Within the next 30 days, universe, what is it that he needs to know? Number one, prosperity begins. Rest and rejuvenation. Within the next 30 days, what is it that P. Diddy needs to know when it comes to this trial? One more shuffle. This is what's at the bottom. Disconnect and boredom. Ah, shit. Rest and rejuvenate. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Obstacles and challenges. No shit. 2 more cards, please. Within the next 30 days. Shit. Number 2 talks about intuition. This is here. Ain't that about a motherfucker? We have the solar plexus chakra. The only reason why I'm saying ain't that about a motherfucker, because that's actually the incense that I'm burning right now. So let's talk about it. Let's see what it has to say. The solar plexus chakra talks about, it's located between the navel area just below the rib cage. It represents power, fertility, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. This energy is where your emotions and your feelings are recorded. This chakra is associated with clearness, inner feelings, which is the major psychic reception area. Intuition. To balance this chakra, you may need to try yoga, dance, and movement. Dancing all in the videos. I don't know why it just came to me. Be aware of people who drain your energy. Ooh, that's why. That's why. Because I'm pretty sure, what was his name? Suge Knight was draining his energy. Workshops and classes that focus on empowerment will help you open and harmonize this area. Okay? And then I didn't know which one to take, but we have number 17 and it talks about hope, which is the star card, I think. And then we have number 6, which is harmony. And I know on those cups of water, the 9 of cups and the 10 of cups talks about harmony, as well as the temperance card too. So I'm pretty sure right now he needs some hope and some harmony in his life right now, especially with the obstacles and challenges and things of that nature. So I'll just take these 2 and put them over here. Once I remove that, I have positive movement forward. And once I remove the harmony card, I have new love begins. Okay? So let's... just gotta use the bathroom. All right, y'all. So now... Hold on, because I don't want to get these mixed up. Let's go over here. All right. So now, let's see. We got, so we have a lot of celebrities, a lot of actors. Hell, I don't know. Maybe some athletes gonna come into trial soon. I don't know. I guess all the people who have been at these parties. So what I want to say, I want to use these cards. Damn, I saw it. I want to use these cards and talk about the people who are up to testify against Puffy. All right. How are they feeling? The people who are up against to testify against Puffy. I'm talking about like the celebrities, the actors, the rappers, the singers, things of that nature. I'm not talking about the victims, okay? Well, shit, I guess some of them would be victims on some type of level, I guess, because they was there and they saw whatever was supposed to had occurred, you know. But, well, I'm not going to talk about my personal thoughts about it. It's not that important. So, how we have the Chariot and we have the Seven of Cups. I guess I will talk about it. This is just my personal opinion. I was not there. But what I will say is, I find it very interesting to me that we have all these actors and these celebrities and these singers and these rappers coming forth and talking about A, B, C, and D as to what it is that Puffy has done, what they have witnessed. And these things that he has been accused of doing and witnessing, obviously they were bad things. Hey, check out Bad Thoughts on Netflix. It's hella funny. For people who have a sense of humor, it's hella funny. It's Bad Thoughts by Tom Guerrera. But anyway, just if you want to laugh. But my whole thing, and the reason why I feel like I do, is because, you know what I'm saying, I've been a victim too. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, 6 years old, you feel me? Could have been 7. It must have been 7 with the 7 of Cups being here. But I just feel like if all of this stuff has went down and all of this stuff was so bad and all these adult people witnessed all of this, why didn't you come forward and say something? If I knew at the age 6 or 7 to open up my mouth and say something to an adult, why didn't y'all? Was you too intoxicated? Was you roofied? Was you Bill Cosby'd up? Why you didn't say nothing? Jaguar Wright, I did a reading on her too, claims that people was afraid, but they knew. I just call bullshit. What you was afraid of, in my unhumbled opinion, is your riches, your money, your livelihood being taken away from you, as opposed to someone who's, you know, is being taken advantage of. You cared more about yourself in the moment than you did about the victims, quote unquote, even if it was yourself. You stayed quiet all this time. Y'all adults, adult males, adult women. You didn't say anything because you had something. Something was promised to you. You was promised money. You was promised fame, fortune, drugs, whatever. And that was more important to you at that time, I guess, because you was under the influence. So you kept it on a hush hush. And I call straight bullshit on that. We're not going to talk about what I was promised. Fucking therapy. I mean, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. If all of this is true, why you didn't say nothing? Because you thought about yourself. You thought about your money. You didn't want to go back to rags. You didn't want to go back to not being known. You want to keep all your money. You was promised a contract. You was promised this. You was promised that. So that's why you be quiet. That's why you kept your mouth closed. That's why you didn't say anything. What I'm trying to say is there are real life victims who are now survivors out here. I'm not justifying a damn thing he did. If he did it. What I'm saying is, if all of y'all knew this, you ain't no better than him. You not no better than him. And karma is a motherfucker. You want to do the right thing now. You want to Spike Lee now. You feel me? But you was too scared. I call bullshit. Okay? Once you was no longer in there. Once you was no longer intoxicated. Whatever. Roofied up. Whatever. Why you didn't say nothing? Why does it take years and years and years and years to come forth and say something? That's why I call bullshit. If at 6, 7 fucking years old, I could open up my mouth and talk to an throat and talk to fucking authority, why the fuck you couldn't? The difference between me and you is that I had nothing to lose materially, but you did. You had something to lose financially, and that's what you cared about. I don't want to hear no shit about the Illuminati and I don't want to hear that bullshit. You did what you did because you too had a choice to make. And as I just said, karma is a motherfucker. Puffy may be on trial right now, but don't think it's over. When it comes to the celebrities, the rappers, the singers that have come out against Puffy, what is it that they need to know? Creator of the universe, what is it that they need to know? Depression, missed opportunities, blind spot, feeling disconnected. The Empress, the Emperor, fatherhood, authority, structure, male, dominant, practical, experienced, powerful, disciplined, and fucking focused, which none of y'all was this. Not now one of you. Because if you was, you would have said something. You wasn't a victim. You was a coward. And I'm talking to the males. And hell, maybe even some females. Let these cars keep riding out like they is. What do they need to know right now? All of them that's coming out right now, universe. What they need to know. One more. Yeah, while you was up there celebrating, it was all good in the neighbor motherfucking hood. I'm hearing, what's his name? The Mike guy. What's his name? Dang, I ain't heard him in a long time. The Mike guy. Back then, you didn't know me. Now I'm hot. You all on me. But it's flipped. I'm hearing it backwards in my head. One more. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have, whoo, I ain't even gonna tell y'all. Look, I'm gonna face it down right here. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna show you in a second. I'm putting it right here. You know, I'm gonna turn it up. So you don't thinking, no funny business. No pictures, please. No pictures, please. Let's talk about what we have right here. These cards are all flipped down. Not all flipped down. I mean, they are. They reversed. That's what I mean. So this is what we have. So I was talking about what it is, the celebrities, the people who have come against him, the rappers, the singers, who's up to testify, things of that nature. What it is they need to know right now. So we have the Six of Cups. And remember, the Six of Cups is like, for me, it's like, you know what I'm saying, familiarity. Well, shit, let's just read it in the correct position, because as you can see, it's in the reverse position. All three of these are. But let's just read it in the correct position. And it says, innocence, playfulness, carefree, children, joy, comfort, pleasure, familiarity, sensual, delights, right? But it came out in the reverse. And this is interesting because Puffy is the Scorpio, and this is Scorpio energy right here. You see it? The Scorpio energy right there. Now let's turn it around. Okay? You're not innocent. As I had just said, you're not innocent. Your role in this, you're not innocent. Okay? It says stuck in the past. Lacking playfulness. It talks about boredom, maturity, self-sufficient in the reverse, right? This is what it says. This is what it says in the reverse. Now you see what it said in the correct position. Now see what it says in the reverse position, right? Now, the reason why I'm pointing that out to you is because what's next, right? It's the King of Wands. It's in the reverse. And it talks about problems with business, broken promises, forceful demeanor, disrespectful, impulsive, and bad temper. Followed by the Five of Pentacles, recovery from financial loss, triumph, overcoming adversity, powerful changes. Now, the reason why this is interesting is because when I took my little notes, when I wrote down my little notes, number 3, it says, all the celebrities, singers, actors coming out against Puffy. That's question number 3. Number 4, are they being forced? What will they gain from all of this? Are they being forced? What will they gain from all of this? This is what I took in my notes, right? Problems with businesses, broken promises, forceful demeanor, disrespectful impulsiveness, and bad temper, right? What I felt is, if I'm not saying none of it is true, but you know how people say put in like 90, put in like 90, 10 on 90 or 90, some shit like cap, like the young generation say. I feel cap. They capping. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they gaining something from this. It's like a circus to me. They gaining something from this. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get up here and say this, we gonna take everything from you just like we taking everything from him. Say your truth, but say this too. Say this, say this. That's how I felt. It's more to it. It's more to it. Because if it was also bad, somebody would have came out and said something. Somebody would not stood up and allowed this to happen for us as long as it has happened. Somebody would have said something. Now, if you don't get up there and say something plus some, we're going to take everything it is that you got. Problems with businesses, broken promises. You can recover from all of this if you just do what we say do. You can recover. We'll fix everything. You'll come out looking like the good person. And in the end, you'll be happy. you'll get the wishes that you wanted. You'll get everything you could possibly fucking dream. How much fucking more do you want? Greed. Greed. People always say money is the root to all evil. No, it isn't. Money is a tool. Just like I tell my guy, I be like, listen, I don't give a damn how this fucking car look. I don't give a fuck if it needs to be washed. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how I look at the inside. It's a tool to get me from point A to point B. But he need all his motherfucking cars to be spotless. I don't give a fuck about that shit. It's a tool. Money is a tool. But just like any other tool, depending on who hand it's in, it can be dangerous. That's how I look at money. Depending on who hand it's in, it can be dangerous. And the crazy thing about people with money, it's never enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. Once you have it, you want more of it, and you'll do whatever it is that you can to keep it. It has an energy to it. It has an energy to it. You know what? Let me stop running my motherfucking mouth. Yeah. Yeah. Once I remove that card, I got this card. Then I got this card. Then I got this card. Yeah. You do what we say, you'll get everything it is that you want. You can have anything you want, but just remember, it's these 7 cups, but everything in them cups ain't good. Okay? Just remember that. You have a choice. There's a choice to be made. Let's see what these 2 cards says. Lord have mercy. Defense. We got the 7 of Wands. Defensive, strong, will-minded, determined, protectiveness, persistent, fighting for what you think is right. Fighting for what you think is right. Wow. Transitioning, letting go of hatred, moving on, leaving behind, relief, journey. See, you best leave a situation alone, because what you think you're fighting for is not really what you're fighting for. What they want us to believe they fighting for. They're fighting for justice. They're trying to make this world a new place. No, because at the end of the day, if that was the case, it wouldn't have went this far. Something would have been done a long time ago. What they fighting for is to keep their pockets fat. That's what they fighting for. They fighting to stay at the top. To continue to be a celebrity. To continue to, I guess, entertain us. Bring us music and movies. You know. I guess that's what they're fighting for. Their livelihood. Keeping all the money it is that they have. You got more motherfucking money than you ever could have imagined, ever could have dreamed of. But it's still not enough. Any means necessary. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You know? I could be looking at it the wrong way. I could be taking it the wrong way. I could. Ultimately, what is it that the celebrities that are up against to testify against Puffy need to know? What will be the outcome for them as individuals? False person. That's what I'm saying. It's more to it than y'all know. It's more to the story than y'all know. I'm trying to tell you. It's more to it. Smoke, screens, and mirrors. Remember that, y'all. Smoke, screens, and mirror. While y'all sitting here watching this shit, they distracting you from something that's much bigger. But hey, like T.I. say, my life, y'all entertainment. Y'all entertained off of this shit. You don't give a fuck what happens one way or another. Let's be truth. Let's be honest about it. How many of y'all done got on y'all knees and prayed for the victims? How many of y'all done got on y'all knees and prayed for their stability, for their mental, their emotions, they sacrifices that they done had to go through? How many of y'all actually done that? If you care so much. I didn't come here for likes. I didn't come here to make friends. I came here because I need y'all to look beyond what's in front of you. That's all. That's all. Look beyond what's in front of you. Don't just believe what people say. People will tell you a lie. People will tell a lie all the time. And it will become the truth because nobody will do the research. Nobody will look into anything. Majority wins. Majority wins, whether you right or wrong. Majority always win because people is too lazy to get out there and do the work, do the research. And if you can't get out there, pray about the situation. Meditate about the situation. Hell, this whole world needs some balance and harmony in it. You think the scales is leveled out? No, not even close. Look at that. 8 and 8. 8 and 8. 8, 8, 8, 8. 8, 8, 8. 8, 8, 8. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I want to get my angel cards. Hold on a second. Is that even in here? Look. Well, it's 888. I just want to see what it got to say. Abilities. Faith, abilities, goals, consistent steps. Have faith in yourself and your abilities. Set realistic goals and take the consistent steps towards achieving them. Believe in your power to make a difference in this world. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. making a difference in this world. It's not about money. It's not about fame. It's not about fortune. It's about making a difference, a positive difference in this world. What the hell you think you here for? What do you think you was created for? You was created to solve a motherfucking problem. What problems are you solving? Are you making them? Are you contributing to them? Goals, faith, consistent steps. This ain't a wham bam thank you ma'am type of situation. Nothing's gonna happen overnight. You know what? I can't. I can't. I just can't. I can't. It's like 8 in the morning. I don't even know what time it is. What goddamn time is it? 8:01. Hell no. All right. What is it that they need to know, universe? The people who are testifying, the celebrities, the actors, the stars, the people who are testifying against Puffy. What is it that they need to know? What is it that you want them to know? Yeah, what is it that they already know? Family room. Yeah, a conversation needs to be had. A conversation needs to be had. I don't care what none of y'all say. Hell, we all related. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what you say. We all connected. I don't give a damn what color you are, what you speak, I don't care. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care where you been, where you going. We all in the same boat. Because if any of us was any better than any other motherfucker, we wouldn't be here. Meaning we wouldn't be here on earth, is what I'm saying. Did I cut these already? I don't even fucking know. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? What y'all need to understand is they're not trying to, aside from these cars, but what y'all need to, when I say smoke screens and mirrors, what you need to understand is they're not trying to steal nothing from you. That's material. They're not trying to steal nothing that's material. They're trying to steal something from you that you can't replace, that you can't get back. Your heart, your mind, and your soul. The most valuable thing that you own. Little do you know, the most valuable thing you own is what they try to take from you. But you too busy being distracted, you don't even know it. You don't even know it. And that's the sad part. That's the sad part right there. What is it that these celebrities need to know? One more. I think this one came first. Wow. I don't even want to look at this shit. Just a minute, man. I need something to drink. I'm sorry. Mom, throw it all dry and shit. I'm sorry. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we got toil and labor. Okay? We got sudden wealth in the reverse. Because you already got motherfucking money. What you think you gonna gain? Whatever they promised you. Family room is in the reverse. Mature woman is in the correct position. Sudden wealth is in the reverse. Toil and labor. That's what you gonna gain. So what I'm feeling is what you gonna gain is nothing. Whatever it is they told you you was gonna get, however they told you your business, your livelihood wouldn't be affected, get up here and do this. I don't know. Are the words coming from their heart? The words that the people who are testifying against Puffy, are the words coming from their heart? We got the lovers, which was at the bottom, in case you wanted to know. Journey is here. Are the words coming from their hearts, universe? Distant horizon came out sideways. Are the words coming from their heart? The people that's testifying, the celebrities, the actors, are the words coming from their heart? I ain't even finna tell y'all what tried to come out. Look. I asked, was the words coming from their heart? We got Journey at the bottom of the deck. We got Distant Horizon coming out sideways. We got Message in the reverse. Number 7. We got Message in the reverse. An unexpected income. I'm telling you, it's more to the story that meets the eye. And hell no, I don't know, because I wasn't there. But your gut and your heart, it never fails you. It never fails you. A lot of times in y'all heart, y'all knew what was right. A lot of times in y'all gut, y'all knew what was right. And what was the motherfucking outcome when you denied your gut and your heart? You tell me what was the outcome? Was you at peace or did you deal with some horrible shit? Horrible seasons. Because you put them motherfucking blinders on, those rose-colored glasses on. Look. House. Great fortune. Followed by despair. Occupation. Wealthy man. Message of concern. concern. Privileged lady. There was a choice that needed to be made. Pathways in the community. Followed by official person. You know? Man, I can't wait to eat this salad from Chick-fil-A. That motherfucking salad is so motherfucking good. I eat like 2 of them a fucking week. It's so motherfucking good. I'm having that bitch for lunch. Hurry up! 12 o'clock. So I can eat. I'm like fasting. I've been fasting, man. This shit is motherfucking headaches and shit. All right. All right. All right. Within the next 30 days, what is it that the celebrities that have testified against, that will be testifying against Puffy, the celebrities, the rappers, the singers? I'm not talking about the victims / survivors. I'm not talking about them. Not saying that the celebrities aren't victims and survivors. You know what I mean. I'm trying to distinguish, the two. Because they had a responsibility as people, and as stars, as celebrities in the limelight. You have a fucking platform. Within the next 30 days, universe, what is it that the celebrities, the actors, the rappers, the singers needs to know within the next 30 days? Well, I'll be. Well, I'll be. Universe, within the next 30 days, what is it that they need to know? One more shuffle. Don't say. In order for there to be disruption, this is a tower moment. In order for things to be right and built up correctly, they have to be broken down in order to build them from scratch with a firm foundation. Fuck you, man. That bitch still right there. I'm gonna leave it there. Financial and material changes. Yeah. I wonder what that means. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. Woo, shit. Yeah. Shout out to O. You know who you are. It's crazy. What you gonna do? Have a Jesus come to moment? Listen, within the next 30 days, those who have testified against Puffy, you have the heart chakra at the bottom of the deck. You have obstacles and challenges, followed by spiritual union. Yeah, the creator gonna want to talk to you about this. I'm just kidding. Followed by mental conflict in the reverse. Okay. There is no mental conflict because you know what you made a decision and you know what the decision is. That you're gonna have a come to Jesus moment. All right, we almost done. We got 2 decks left. I just don't want to get my cards mixed up. All right, here we go. Last 2 cards, y'all. Yeah, because my incense is just about out. Universe overall, when it comes to the Puffy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs trial, what is it that the world watching needs to know? We have the Knight of Wands. What is it that the world needs to know? Got to look at it from a different perspective. The Hangman here. What is it that the world that's watching needs to know? One more shuffle. What is it that the world watching needs to know? The world that's watching Puffy, who is a Scorpio, what y'all need to know is woo, shit! Okay, I know this one came out first. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know which way they came, but I don't know. But this is how I'm gonna do it, okay? Hell, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, shit. So at the bottom of the deck, well, let's not read it. Fuck it, you probably already seen it with your nose ass. We have the 8 of Swords, and it talks about negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality, and entrapment. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's what those of you who watch it need to know. Here we go again. Scorpio, Puffy energy. Remember this came out in the reverse earlier for the celebrities. Familiarity, happiness, reminiscing, childhood, nostalgia, innocence. What I'm feeling like is the Puff Daddy that we used to know, probably before Suge Knight came on the scene, because that shit was funny. All in your videos. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers loved Puff Daddy. Y'all loved Puff Daddy. I ain't never bought a goddamn Puff Daddy album. Hell, no, I ain't never bought a Notorious either. Shout out to Biggie. But I did have plenty CD, DVDs, you know what I'm saying? 5 for 10 or whatever that shit was. I had plenty, you know what I'm saying, of those. Hell, I was making them. Some of them back in the day. LimeWire, BearShare, shut the fuck up. I was not the only one. The only CD that I have ever bought from them. I mean, I like Jadakiss. I never, wait, Jadakiss? Is Jadakiss with them? No, Jadakiss ain't with them. You know what? I don't fucking know. Is Jadakiss with them? Oh my God. The Lox. Maybe they was. It's been so long. I'm sorry. I can't remember. I'm old, goddammit. But the Puffy that we knew back then, you know, everybody was rocking with Puffy back in the day. But my point is, I've never bought a CD, so it's not like I'm a fan You feel me? The only fan I've ever fucking been of is Immature. Boom, that's how old I am. I was in love with the little drummer boy, god damn it. You wanna know why? Because everybody was dick riding Batman. Everybody was dick riding Romeo. I don't want somebody everybody else wants. I want a little drummer boy. I did. Anyway. Innocence. When we didn't know who he is now or who he has become. I think that's what the world needs to know. Let's talk about this one. We have the Chariot, which is more water. It's Cancer. And it talks about self-discipline, lack of direction, lack of control, aggressiveness, arrogance, and carelessness. Yeah. This is, I said, you know, what we used to know, but this is how we know him today. The Chariot in the reverse. I'm going to try to come back later on and do the summer predictions. Y'all, it's still early. I'm going to try to come back and do them. Okay? But for the money. Once he got the money, that's when everything changed. Once he got the fruits of his labor, once he got the money, everything changed. He went from being this innocent person. Now I got money. That's why I said it just depends on whose hand it's in. Followed by the Queen of Swords. Unbiased judgment. Direct communication, clear mind, and perspective. Like I said, they want y'all to look at it from a different angle, a different position. Ain't nobody saying the way you're looking at it is wrong right now. I'm not saying that at all. But all I'm saying is, if you're capable, look at it again. Just look at it again from a different perspective. Last message for the world that's watching the trial of Puff Daddy. Imagine. Boy, I tell you what, I might eat that salad right now. Here and now. Here and now, world that's watching. Here and now. Like I'm saying, I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. God damn, I don't want to. But what I'm saying is, if we all work together, at least we could probably get a little bit ahead than where we are. Leg up. It's from the Creator. It's from Spirit. Wants to help. But in order to help, we got to figure out how to help ourselves first. Three cards, please. Three cards, please, universe. What do you want the world watching needing to know? One more. Look, damn. I wanted y'all to see this. Before I got started shuffling, this is what was at the top. All that glitters. One more card, please, creator. What you want them to know? Ah, that's a lot of motherfucking cards. There you go again. Once again, right here, right now. Right here, right now. This is where you are. I'm just fucking around with y'all. I'm just fucking with y'all. That's like a song I heard from somewhere. But what the creator wants you guys to know is that there needs to be some mending. And first we have to start with ourselves. Me too. I'm not fucking perfect. Although all my exes say, you think you perfect. No, motherfucker, that's what you think. 121:21 on the clock. That's what you think, nigga. But there needs to be some mending. And that starts with ourselves. Michael Jackson said it the best. Man in the mirror. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. For the longest when I was a kid, I'm talking to the man in the moon. For the longest, that's what I thought he was saying. I'm asking him to change his ways. But that can't happen. We have to be the change that we want to see in the world. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I try my hardest to keep the peace. It's better that way. I try my hardest to get along with everybody. I found out it's better that way. I try my hardest not to take what people say to the heart. It's better that way. I try my hardest not to stress out. It's better that way. So the creator wants us to know right here, right now. And I was kidding. There needs to be some mending, right? It's in the reverse, y'all. In order to do that, right here, right now, we need to go to the sea. And for me, when it says go to the sea, for me, it's like whenever I need to think, whenever I need to get away, whenever I'm feeling stressed, I always go to the water. I always go to the water. You know, whether it's Lake Michigan, you know, wherever some water is at, that's where I go. I mean, I be there for hours because I be having a lot of shit on my mind. And I just sit there. I just sit there and I just think. And then things do get better. They do. They get better. But you have to be ready to come to the edge. You have to be ready. If you're not ready, then you know what I'm saying? Just breathe. Just breathe it out. And then go to the sea. And if you're not ready, you know, we breathe, we give ourselves oxygen and send that to our brain so we can think better. With that being said, I am Queen Von Shay Tarot. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm sorry for all that. Right here, right now. I'm just kidding. Bye, y'all.